As a doctor, I beg older adults avoid these 5 vegetables to prevent severe high cholesterol and fatty liver. Some people follow a strict vegetarian diet, drink only filtered water, and avoid meat and fish, yet still die from severe fatty liver and blood as thick as mud. Why? Have you ever wondered if the vegetables you trust most might be silently poisoning your body daily? Your liver is exhausted, your blood is thick, your body feels heavy, yet you keep eating vegetables, thinking you're living healthily. I've seen too many patients like this, seriously ill without knowing why. When we trace the cause, it's not meat or sugar, but 5 familiar vegetables eaten daily by many older adults. What worries me most is that tonight's dinner might include one of these harmful vegetables without you realizing it. So, what are these 5 vegetables? Why are they so dangerous that they can damage your liver, thicken your blood, and shorten your lifespan? Let's dive into each one, its harms, and why these seemingly healthy greens are unexpectedly harmful. Dangerous vegetable 1. Raw bean sprouts, a double-edged sword, slowly killing your liver and blood. I recall an afternoon examining Mr. Thompson, a 67-year-old man from Albany, New York, thin, with sallow skin, dark circles under his eyes, and constant morning fatigue. Tests showed elevated liver enzymes, dangerously high cholesterol, and declining kidney function. He told me, "I've been vegetarian for years, eating mostly greens and raw bean sprouts for a cool gut." I paused, heartbroken, and had to tell him the truth. Raw bean sprouts were killing him daily. Bean sprouts are a staple in millions of households, cool, crisp, and easy to eat. But few know that industrially grown sprouts are often treated with banned growth stimulants and chemicals raised without sunlight or proper soil. These aren't food, they're biological bombs targeting your liver and kidneys. For older adults with weakened livers, kidneys, and immunity, eating raw sprouts not boiled is like ingesting E. coli, salmonella, or parasite eggs into your blood. Your liver, the body's only filter, works like a rusty machine, exhausting itself daily. Blood thickens, blood sugar fluctuates, and a minor infection can trigger diabetes complications, kidney failure, or sudden strokes. Have you ever wondered why a liver-cooling food causes liver pain, swollen kidneys, and sleepless nights? Why does eating clean make you more tired and lifeless? Raw bean sprouts are like a snake in a fruit basket, seemingly safe, but gnawing at your organs and immunity. They not only harm your liver and kidneys, but also cause chronic insomnia, memory loss, osteoporosis, and digestive issues in older adults. My heartfelt advice, if you don't know their source, never eat them raw. If you must, boil them thoroughly or, better yet, switch to verified safe greens. What about you? Leave a comment. From now on, I'll limit raw bean sprouts to keep my liver and kidneys healthy. I'd love to hear from you. Small changes can transform your life. Dangerous vegetable 2. Mixed raw greens. A masked angel, hiding thousands of pathogens, destroying your liver, blood, and heart. At a riverside home, a 73-year-old woman smiled warmly, serving mixed raw greens, lettuce, basil, perilla, with fried spring rolls. "I eat raw greens daily. They clean my gut and cool my liver," she said proudly. But her checkup results were grim. Stage 2 fatty liver, thickened blood, erratic blood pressure, and abnormally high gut bacteria. I was stunned. Who'd suspect that familiar plate of raw greens was the culprit? Raw greens sound pure and rustic, but market-bought ones are rarely clean, contaminated with pesticide residues, foliar fertilizers, E. coli, parasite eggs, and pathogens invisible to the naked eye. Many rinse them lightly and eat them raw, thinking they're fresh and nutritious. For older adults with fragile livers and guts, this is like swallowing a nest of toxic bacteria. The liver can't filter toxins, blood turns murky, immunity crumbles, and chronic stomach pain, constipation, diarrhea, restless sleep, and rising risks of stroke, elevated liver enzymes, and hypertension pile up, all from that familiar plate of greens. Why do some feel healthy eating raw greens while others weaken? It's about washing, boiling, and your liver and blood's health, the first to bear the brunt. Unwashed, unsoaked, or unverified raw greens are a ticket for toxins to invade your body. Don't let a lifelong habit become a silent sentence. My sincere advice, only eat homegrown raw greens, soak and wash each leaf thoroughly, and preferably blanch them briefly, especially if you're over 60. Are you eating raw greens daily? Leave a comment. I'll limit unblanched raw greens to protect my liver, blood, and health in old age. A small change can prevent irreversible consequences. Dangerous vegetable 3, water celery, a silent culprit, damaging your liver, thickening blood, and weakening kidneys. You eat vegetables to cool your liver and detox, but choosing water celery from unknown sources invites toxins into your blood. Your liver strains like a greasy machine, and your kidneys buckle under the dirty water seeping from your stomach into your veins. Water celery, grown in fields or ponds, looks delicate and green, but easily absorbs toxins, pesticides, chemical fertilizers, and heavy metals like cadmium and lead from soil and water. Most alarmingly, its high nitrate content converts to nitrite in the body, a toxin harming the liver, potentially causing cancer and destroying liver cells over time. For older adults with weakened livers and kidneys, eating unsafe water celery is like dripping poison daily. The consequences don't appear immediately, but build up, worsening fatty liver as the liver filters toxins instead of metabolizing fat, thickened blood, and sluggish circulation due to nitrite-altering red blood cells and weakened kidneys from constant chemical filtration, causing inflammation and damage. Blood pressure spikes, especially if stir-fried with salt or fish sauce, and risks of chronic anemia, dizziness, memory loss, and osteoporosis rise as the liver fails to synthesize nutrients. Why does a detoxifying vegetable cause such harm? It's about water sources, farming methods, and blind trust that cooling greens are always good. I don't suggest banning water celery, but if you can't verify its source or properly soak and wash it, avoid it. What do you think? Leave a comment. I'll be cautious with water celery to protect my liver and blood. A smart choice today can save your health tomorrow. Dangerous vegetable 4, mustard greens, a familiar friend, catalyzing liver damage, blood thickening, and high blood pressure. Many older adults eat mustard greens year-round. Soups in the morning, stir-fries at lunch, pickled greens at dinner, believing they're healthy, liver-cooling, and diuretic. But eaten incorrectly, mustard greens can overload the liver, spike blood pressure, and make cholesterol harder to control. Mustard greens contain glucosinolates, natural plant compounds that, in moderation, act as antioxidants. But consumed excessively, especially with a weak liver, they burden the liver, forcing constant processing, leading to chronic low-grade inflammation, elevated enzymes, and reduced fat filtration. The Vietnamese habit of stir-frying mustard greens with oil or pairing them with fatty fish, pork, or salty fish sauce spikes sodium and saturated fats, thickening blood, raising blood pressure, overworking the heart and clogging vessels. Mustard greens are rich in potassium, beneficial unless kidneys are weak, where unexcreted potassium causes irregular heartbeats, fatigue, numbness, and prolonged insomnia, especially serious for older adults. Why does a humble vegetable cause such issues? It's about quantity, preparation, and personal health. Mustard greens aren't the enemy, but frequent improper use is the straw that breaks the camel's back for your liver, blood, and heart. My advice: eat mustard greens once or twice weekly, cooked simply with minimal oil and salt, and avoid wilted greens where nitrates turn toxic. Are you eating mustard greens weekly? Leave a heartfelt comment. I'll adjust how I eat mustard greens so my liver and kidneys aren't overwhelmed. Small, correct changes will make your liver and blood thank you with every meal. Dangerous Vegetable 5. Red amaranth, a hidden assassin, causing iron overload in the liver, thick blood, and rapid bone aging. Red amaranth, with its vibrant color and reputation for blood building, is deeply trusted by older adults. Many believe it stabilizes blood pressure, improves circulation, and prevents anemia. But past 60, with declining liver function and weakening joints, red amaranth can hasten organ aging unexpectedly. It's high in oxalates, anti-nutrients that bind calcium in the body, forming kidney and gallstones, painful, exhausting conditions common in older adults. Oxalates also block calcium absorption, weakening bones, accelerating osteoporosis, and tripling fracture risks from silent calcium loss. Red amaranth's high natural iron is beneficial for the young but problematic for older adults whose livers store iron. Excess iron causes iron overload, where liver cells are compressed, unable to excrete, leading to chronic inflammation, fibrosis, and higher liver cancer risks. Why does a blood of the earth vegetable thicken blood, weaken the liver, and brittle bones? Aging bodies can't handle what was once nourishing. Eating red amaranth excessively, especially without knowing your liver or kidney health, is like pouring oil into an overheated engine. My advice: eat red amaranth once or twice weekly, avoiding it with iron-rich foods, vitamin C, or high-calcium supplements, and steer clear if you have liver disease, diabetes, or a history of stones. Are you surprised? Leave a comment. I'll control red amaranth to protect my liver, kidneys, and bones in old age. A small change can preserve the healthy years you cherish. We've always believed eating more vegetables is good, but if these 5, raw bean sprouts, mixed raw greens, water celery, mustard greens, and red amaranth, damage the liver, thicken blood, and weaken kidneys, should we blindly continue? An aging liver isn't as robust as in youth, blood isn't as fluid, the heart isn't as steady, and kidneys don't filter as well. Daily consumption of vegetables laced with bacteria, nitrites, oxalates, or chemical residues is like shortening your lifespan with your own hands. So, what vegetables should you eat? Which ones keep your liver healthy, blood clean, blood pressure stable, and strokes at bay while tasting good? For every harmful vegetable, there's a safe one. For every toxic green, there's a natural healer that dissolves cholesterol, detoxifies the liver, clears vessels, steadies the heart, and stabilizes blood pressure. Next, I'll reveal the 5 best vegetables for older adults to reverse silent internal damage through proper eating. Safe vegetable. 1. Fish mint. Small leaves, potent medicine to clean the liver, thin blood, and lower blood pressure. Naturally, I urge older adults to eat fish mint weekly. Its pungent smell may deter some, but behind that aroma lies a health treasure, detoxifying the liver, promoting urination, thinning blood naturally, lowering blood pressure, and preventing strokes. Eastern and Western studies confirm fish mint contains decanoyl, acetaldehyde, and quercetin, anti-inflammatory and antibacterial compounds that boost liver function and reduce fatty liver. Its flavonoids soften vessel walls, prevent hardening, stabilize blood pressure, and improve brain circulation. Fish mint aids the excretory system, relieving swollen feet, urinary issues, high liver enzymes, and cholesterol in older adults. Used correctly, it increases urine output, lightens the liver, and thins blood, leaving you refreshed within days. The simplest way is to eat it raw, but for palatability, blend a handful with a pinch of salt and 200 ml of water, strain, and drink cool. 2 to 3 times weekly, mornings or 30 minutes post-dinner. You'll feel a cool throat, clean mouth, lighter body, easier urination, and deeper sleep. Alternatively, mix fish mint with lemon and a pinch of salt for a side dish with lean boiled meat or steamed fish. Its mild tang and aromatic edge, paired with lemon's gentle sourness, create a unique, non-greasy, appetite-stimulating flavor. This cheap, accessible, highly effective green silently restores the liver, cleans blood, stabilizes blood pressure, and extends life daily. Safe vegetable 2, celery, the gatekeeper for blood pressure, thinning blood, clearing cholesterol, and reviving the liver. If I had to pick one vegetable to cool the liver, lower cholesterol, and stabilize blood pressure, it's celery. Its simple green stalks and mild aroma hold a defense system for older adults' health. Celery is rich in apigenin and luteolin, plant compounds acting as vessel and liver cell guardians, reducing inflammation, naturally dilating vessels, lowering blood pressure, and preventing strokes without drugs. Its high soluble fiber and potassium eliminate bad cholesterol, boost good cholesterol, and support efficient liver function, preventing blood fat buildup. Many older adults report feeling lighter, less bloated, with regular urination and better sleep after using celery juice, as it detoxifies the liver, improves circulation, and prevents internal blockages. The best method is fresh morning juice, 2 to 3 celery stalks, washed, chopped, juiced with a slice of apple or pineapple for better taste. The cool, mildly sweet aromatic flavor flows from throat to stomach, like clear water rinsing tired intestines and liver cells. Alternatively, stir-fry celery with chicken liver or lean beef, or boil and toss in olive oil salads. 2 to 3 weekly servings cleanse blood and revive liver function. Don't underestimate this humble green. It's a silent gatekeeper for your heart, liver, and blood. Safe vegetable. 3. Spinach, small leaves, big benefits in thinning blood, regenerating the liver, protecting the heart, and preventing strokes. Spinach, or baby spinach, isn't as common as water spinach or bok choy in traditional diets, but is a superfood older adults should eat regularly. A handful packs nutrients vital for the liver, blood, and heart, preventing strokes by targeting vessel walls and liver cell function. Spinach is rich in folate, plant-based iron, vitamin K1, and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, softening vessels, improving capillary elasticity, enhancing brain circulation, and reducing clotting risks, the main cause of strokes in older adults. It also reduces mild liver inflammation, aids cell regeneration, and restores fat filtration. Those with fatty liver, high cholesterol, or elevated enzymes feel lighter, less bloated, sleep deeper, and have stabler blood pressure after eating spinach 2 to 3 times weekly. The simplest, most effective method is stir-frying with garlic and a drizzle of olive oil. Its soft, mildly sweet flavor is easy to eat, especially for older adults with weak teeth or poor digestion. Alternatively, boil for salads with boiled eggs or blend into smoothies with apple and celery for enhanced detox. Spinach isn't as cheap or common as other greens, but its value for the liver, blood, and heart is unmatched. If you're tired of erratic blood pressure, poor sleep, or high liver enzymes, give spinach a chance. You may feel a gentle, profound change within a week. Safe vegetable. 4. Young bitter melon, a bitter savior for the liver, cleaning blood, regulating blood sugar, and restoring the heart. Some things are better bitter, and young bitter melon, often avoided for its taste, is a natural remedy for older adults to cleanse the liver, lower cholesterol, stabilize blood pressure, and prevent diabetes complications. It's not just a vegetable, but a true liver and heart medicine. Bitter melon contains carnitine, momorticin, and polypeptide P, bioactive compounds proven to naturally lower blood sugar, enhance liver cell function, and metabolize blood lipids. For older adults with high liver enzymes, cholesterol, or unstable blood sugar, bitter melon acts as a plant filter, cleansing blood, reviving the liver, and calming the heart. It prevents clotting and reduces bad cholesterol, lowering risks of arterial hardening, strokes, and heart attacks. Regular consumption lightens the body, reduces headaches, eases numbness, and improves sleep by detoxifying the liver. The best method for older adults is boiling young bitter melon and dipping in light fish sauce or stuffing with lean meat and steaming. Young bitter melon is less bitter, with a crisp, cooling taste that lingers lightly on the tongue. Blend it with pineapple slices for a liver-cooling, digestion-aiding juice used 2 to 3 times weekly to avoid overcooling. Many reject its bitterness for pills, but this green deserves a place on your plate. Safe Vegetable 5. Swiss Chard, an anti-aging green, cleansing the liver, nourishing vessels, brightening eyes, strengthening the heart, and restoring the body. If one vegetable is a caretaker for older adults' bodies, it's Swiss chard. Delicate, deep green, and soft like spring leaves. Each leaf holds a powerful nutrient complex for the liver, heart, eyes, and bones. Swiss chard is packed with vitamins A, C, K, iron, folate, and lutein, key for regenerating liver cells, clearing blood fats, and preventing vessel aging. For older adults with fatty liver, murky blood, dizziness, forgetfulness, or insomnia, Swiss chard silently corrects internal imbalances. Its lutein and zeaxanthin protect the retina, preventing cataracts and sharpening vision in later years. Those struggling with blurry vision or squinting at books notice a difference after eating Swiss chard. It supports liver detox, cleans blood, stabilizes blood pressure, and provides plant-based magnesium and calcium, preventing cramps, aches, and deepening nighttime sleep. The most common method is stir-frying with olive oil and garlic or cooking in soups with minced meat and eggs. Its soft, faintly sweet flavor, neither pungent nor bitter, suits older adults with poor appetite or digestion. Alternatively, steam and mix with steamed salmon, boiled eggs, or mashed potatoes for a colorful, nutritious light meal. Swiss chard doesn't just nourish, it revives life, helping you live long, healthy, and alert daily. Don't wait for illness to turn to these healing leaves. Let them join you today. Are you eating any of these 5? Fish mint, celery, spinach, young bitter melon, or Swiss chard weekly? If so, heartfelt congratulations. You're nurturing your liver, cleaning your blood, and preserving your lifespan with simple family meals. Share in the comments. I eat celery every morning to keep my blood pressure stable. Every real experience or small change can inspire someone else. If this content is helpful, like the video and share it with loved ones to live healthier, longer, and joyfully daily. But eating safe vegetables isn't enough. I've seen many eat cleanly, carefully, and avoid fatty meats, yet their livers weaken, blood clouds and diseases return. Why? They unknowingly make seemingly harmless but highly damaging mistakes, silently doubling cholesterol, spiking blood sugar, and weakening the liver and kidneys. Next, I'll reveal 4 common mistakes 90% of older adults make despite seemingly healthy diets. Warning: if you don't recognize and correct these, you risk chronic hepatitis, severe diabetes, and strokes. Dangerous mistake. 1. Stir-frying vegetables with reused oil. A toxic. Pour on your liver and blood. Daily. Many think stir-fried vegetables are tastier and easier to eat, especially greens like Swiss chard, celery, or spinach. But the danger lies not in the vegetables, but in the oil used. Reusing oil multiple times or frying at high heat degrades it, producing toxins deadly to the liver and blood. Oil heated above 180 degrees C, especially reused frying oil, generates aldehydes, acrylamides, and free radicals, damaging liver cells and forcing the liver to overwork to detoxify. This raises liver enzymes, increases fat accumulation, thickens blood, and, over time, causes cirrhosis, hepatitis, and lipid metabolism disorders. These toxins also harm vessel walls, impair circulation, raise blood pressure, and increase stroke risks. Sadly, these colorless, odorless toxins go unnoticed until health declines severely. My advice: use fresh oil like olive or canola, stir-fry on medium heat briefly, and stop as soon as vegetables are just cooked. Never reuse frying oil, even if it looks clear. Are you stir-frying with reused oil? Share honestly. I'll stop using old oil to stir-fry vegetables so my liver doesn't overwork. A small change can save your liver from chronic strain. Dangerous mistake. 2. Storing vegetables too long in the fridge, losing nutrients, generating toxins, harming the liver, and disrupting cholesterol. Refrigerators are household staples, and many older adults buy vegetables for a week, storing them for convenience. This seems thrifty, but kills nutrients and generates toxins, harming the liver and blood. Greens like fish mint, celery, or Swiss chard lose vitamin C, folate, and flavonoids, key for liver detox, blood cleansing, and anti-inflammation, after 48 hours in the cold. After 3 days, wilted or bruised greens convert natural nitrates to nitrites, destroying red blood cells, reducing blood oxygen, and burdening the liver. An aging liver processing nitrites from degraded greens leads to chronic low-grade hepatitis, persistent high cholesterol, and weakened immunity. Blood thickens, circulation slows, and fatigue, insomnia, and cold limbs worsen silently. My advice: buy enough greens for 2 to 3 days, choosing fresh, vibrant ones without wilting. If storing longer, wrap tightly in clean paper, keep in the crisper, and use darker greens first, as they degrade faster. Are you storing greens for a week? Share. I'll buy just enough greens for 2 days to keep them fresh and my liver healthy. A small change avoids major consequences. Dangerous mistake. 3. Eating only vegetables, skipping rice, causing weakness, blood sugar crashes, and worsening fatty liver. Many older adults feel dizzy, have cold limbs, or are inexplicably exhausted, believing less starch helps cholesterol and liver health. They skip rice or porridge, eating only boiled greens and fruit to cleanse the body, but this puts immense strain on the liver. Without enough starch, the main energy source for the brain and cells, the liver shifts to breaking down fat for glucose. For older adults with weak or fatty livers, this overburdens the organ, producing ketone toxins, acidifying blood, dehydrating the body, dropping blood pressure, disrupting electrolytes, and risking fainting, liver cell damage, or irregular heartbeats. A vegetable-only diet lacking protein and healthy fats causes muscle loss, joint weakness, memory decline, and prolonged insomnia. Blood may thin but carries waste, not nutrients, accelerating aging and depletion. Vegetables are beneficial, but not miraculous. Eat them with rice, lean protein, and a little healthy fat for comprehensive recovery. Are you skipping rice for greens? Share. I'll eat vegetables correctly, not skipping rice, so my liver doesn't tire. Don't let misguided restraint weaken you unknowingly. Dangerous mistake. 4. Eating raw greens without thorough washing, inviting toxins that overwhelm the liver and thicken blood. This was addressed with mixed raw greens, but deserves emphasis. Many older adults eat raw greens like fish mint or basil without thorough washing, assuming they're fresh and safe. But unwashed or lightly rinsed greens carry pesticides, bacteria, and parasites, overwhelming an aging liver, clouding blood, and raising infection risks. Soak greens in dilute salt water for 10-15 minutes, rinse each leaf under running water, and blanch briefly for safety, especially for those over 60. Are you eating unwashed raw greens? Share. I'll wash and blanch raw greens to protect my liver and blood. Dear friends, for years, habits like stir-frying with old oil, storing greens too long, eating unwashed raw greens, or skipping rice for vegetables seemed healthy. But now we realize they're silently harming the liver, thickening blood, and weakening us daily. Aging leaves no room for repeated mistakes. A single dietary error can damage the liver, spike blood pressure, disrupt blood sugar, or trigger sudden strokes. If you've made these mistakes, don't blame yourself. Start correcting today. From choosing, storing, and cooking greens correctly to eating a balanced diet, small changes yield clear recovery. Please leave a comment sharing which mistake you've made and how you'll change, so I know you're with me in living healthier daily. Like the video and share it with loved ones. A warning today could prevent severe consequences. I believe living long isn't enough. Living wisely is living healthily. Wishing you joy and health, and see you in the next videos.